excited about the Oscar nominations. I know that there are a lot of people who were left out this year. There's always a lot of people who are left out though. It's just kind of part of it. I'm really excited for Rooney Mara in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo because I think that's awesome and I think it's totally deserved. I don't think she's gonna win. I really wish that she would, but I think either Meryl Streep or Glenn Close is going to win. And I'm excited for Bret McKenzie. Oh my god, I'm the most excited for Bret McKenzie. He's nominated for Best Song for The Muppets, and it's the Man or a Muppet song, and it's so good. All of his songs are really good. He did a really good job getting the vibe of Muppets, which makes sense because he's been a fan of the Muppets since he was small. I'm excited for The Artist and Hugo and Midnight in Paris. I really like all of the nostalgia movies this year. I think Hugo is supposed to take place in the 30s, but Midnight in Paris and The Artist are in the 20s. I want Jean Dujardin to win for The Artist though, just because I thought he was brilliant, and I feel like George shouldn't win it every year. It's the same way I feel about Meryl Streep. I think if you're a really good actor, it's great, and you should continue to make movies, and you should continue to be nominated if you're so great. And I know that's probably an unpopular opinion, because I know lots of people love George Clooney and lots of people love Meryl Streep. I do too. I just think that they should spread the wealth a little bit, because Glenn Close looks amazing in Albert Nobbs. I haven't seen it yet, but my parents have, and they really liked it, and I want to see it. The trailer made me cry. Which is funny, because I'm saying this after the State of the Union address, where they were basically talking about the spread the wealth, share the... I really liked the one thing that he said about colleges partnering with businesses so that they can have training partnerships so that people could be trained to do things. Community colleges and businesses combining and working together to help people get trained for positions at the company so that people are well equipped to do the jobs. You know, from experience. I have experience in varying places because I've got part-time jobs and I've been looking for a job, a serious, real job. And it's hard because if you don't have experience, people don't really want to give you a chance. And so I apply for retail things, but they see that I have a degree and it's like, if she has a degree, she'll leave us. And so it's sort of a catch-22, and I kind of like the idea of everybody kind of getting educated and trained so that when you're applying for something you can say, yes, I have this knowledge because I was trained by your company to be able to do this. But I don't know how realistic that idea is, but I really liked that aspect of his speech last night. It's really hard because, I mean, I graduated in 2009 and I've had a few jobs here and there, but nothing long-lasting, nothing sustainable, and so you have to keep applying. You keep looking. The most important thing is every day make sure you look, because if you don't even look, you can't blame anybody. But if you at least look and you at least try to apply for a few things, if you see anything that you can do or that you want to push yourself to learn, you should just go ahead and apply, because, I mean, what's the worst that can happen if you apply? If you apply for something and they don't think that you can do it, that's it. And I volunteer at the Holocaust Museum, which I love. It's one of the best things I've decided to do, and I started in 2010. I really like volunteering there. I feel like I've learned a lot, and I have a whole appreciation for a whole subject matter that I can carry with me to other jobs and stuff, because I have knowledge about lots of stuff. It's not always the most relevant. It's good to have a historical backgroundy thing, because it helps you, because you have something that you can talk about in your job interview and say, yes, this is what I have an interest in, and I work on it and I read about it. These are some books that I've read that I really like, and this is what I'm doing with it. I happen to be writing a novel about the Holocaust, so I'm using knowledge from the museum and knowledge from all the books that I have to write this novel, and I'm going to be starting my second draft of it, and then from there, who knows? If you are struggling to find something to do with your time, you should definitely look into volunteering in some area that you're interested in. Don't volunteer just because people tell you to volunteer, and don't volunteer somewhere just because somebody told you to, because from my experience doing that, it's not the best thing to do. I see volunteering as something where if it has to be a vested interest, because you're giving of yourself, you know? So you shouldn't be going someplace and doing the stuff that you'd rather not be doing, or you wishing the whole time that you were someplace else. That's not what volunteering is about. So That's what I say to you, even though that wasn't probably what any of you were thinking, but that's my views on volunteering. I found the place that I really love to volunteer. I would volunteer there every day. I would work there if I could. So it's good to do something like that where you actually, your heart is in it. Because if your heart's not in it, you should find something else to volunteer your time for. That was a bad sentence, but you know what I mean.